Hello everybody and welcome along to Inside Line Racing once again. This is ILR5 on the PS4 side and look at this, we are at a soggy Canadian Grand Prix today where it hosts round number 7. I think it's round number 7, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I think it's round number 7. But we are going to have a soggy qualifying and my controller's decided to die, so because it's probably tangled from everything when I was doing a race earlier, which doesn't quite help matters at all. So I need to try and untangle this. I really should have done this beforehand, but I completely forgot. So I think I've got it less tangled now. So hopefully we are all good. Right, we're all good now. So yeah, so intermediate conditions at the moment for these drivers. So, oh, it's done it again, look. Oh, what is going on? Am I going to have the same problem? This is ridiculous. Oh, this is ridiculous. I mean, this is, I think, because it's attached to this, I think. Right, hopefully it stays like this, otherwise I'm going to be very annoyed. Now, Pete has retired from the race already, from qualifying. And it is intermediate conditions, and one advantage to that, they get free choice of tyres for the race. So I think most people will start on the medium tyres, so I don't think we'll see any people on the softs, unless they want to try a two-stop. But I think mediums to hards will be the best way to go, because the hards last longer, and it will benefit you towards the end of the race, where the medium tyres, when people do two-stop tyres, start to die. So yeah, so, and one advantage also is you can go on for as many laps as you like on the set of intermediate tyres. So, as Bassi is in the Renault, and he is I think he's on his flyer. I'm going to try and catch people on a lap this week. Hopefully I will be able to. I don't know what the weather is for and it's obviously a wet quali, but it's going to be a wet race. We'll have to wait and see. If Bassi comes across the line, I don't know what to expect lap-wise from these wets. 1:19.7 from Bassi, and I'm just very intrigued to find out. And it is a dry race. Okay, so luckily it's not going to be wet for the race, which I think a lot of people are relieved about. Now, personally, as a racer, I hate when it rains in the race, but I don't mind if it rains in quali. I can cope with that. But if it rains in a race, that's where I struggle. But anyway, Bassi's in third. Who else could be on the lap? We've got Dan, who is, I believe, is our current championship leader still, if I believe. Yes, he is, by 9 points to Cowboy in a Mercedes. So things haven't changed much during the last couple of weeks, but hopefully we'll see improvements as there's a little bit of weaving on the track. Now, a few corners to watch out for, in particular turn 1, what you just passed the DRS straight, and possible overtaking moves from here as well, and towards turn 13, 12, 13 and 14, the long DRS straight, and also turns 10 and 11. Turns 10 and 11, very, very tricky to get right. So many tight corners around this circuit, which especially is really hard in the rain. So I wonder what setup people have chosen as well. So as Dan is going past, I forgot what corner it is actually, is turn 8 and, I think it's turn 9 now, going through the long back straight, as he's got the ERS mode into 4th. You can afford to only go into ERS mode 4th in this wet weather. I don't think you can go higher in these wet weather. But anyway, DRS is disabled, of course, so all they're going to rely on is slipstream, and my controller has disconnected again. Great. Right, anyway, luckily I just got that just in time. Anyway, Dan going to come across the line now. What lap time is he going to set? Is he going to improve on Cowboy's time, his championship rival? It is a 1:19. Cowboy improved earlier whilst we were following that lap as well. So It's nice to see the two championship rivals close together. Ron Line is currently, let me just see. Ron Line is 4th in the standings at the moment. On 51 points. So he has had a good start to the season as well. And let me just go through the standings quickly as well, whilst it's a bit of a limbo moment of qualifying. So Dan's in the lead with 83 points. Second place is Callboy with 74. Third is NWBB with 3rd with 61. He almost won last week, but unfortunately he ran out of fuel, which was a bit of a shame. So that costed him. Oh, what is happening with my controller? It's this bloody lead, man. Bloody lead. Right. Okay. Should be all right. Milos in 5th place with 45. Fiberto 6th place with 42, joint with Jack. We've got Jay Carty in 8th place with 37. Oh my god, this is driving me insane. This is driving me insane. What is going on? Ugh. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Like, oh, it's done it again as well. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can find my Xbox lead. And I'll try and plug in that instead, because that will probably be easier. So I'm going to try that. Sorry about the technical difficulties we're suffering from today's stream, but yeah, I've set it so it's only USB only because my wheel was having problems, and I always keep forgetting each week to set it to Bluetooth again. Right, I'll try this one, see what happens. I might need to get a new controller otherwise. Right, I think we're all good. Right, we're back to normal. Okay, so, and then we got Coleman on 9th with 35, and then Casper rounds up the top 10. Then we got Pete in 11th, no, Swimmy in 11th, Pete 12th, Abassi 13th, Pinsky 14th, Khalifa 15th, Specialist 16th, S-Boy 17th, Cam K 18th, 9th, Fun, and Collins are the only two that are yet to score. I think most championships, only now have 2 drivers or less that haven't scored points yet. So hopefully we can see IXE Fun score, because I don't think Collins races in ILR. So yeah. So hopefully we can see IXE get some points anyway. It's nice to see underdogs do very well in. So S-Boy in last place at the moment. Can he improve and get a validated lap time? Nope, it is invalidated, I think. And he's probably going to having to go to the pits again, which is likely. Don't forget ILR4 is happening at the same time, so if you want to check that out as well, please do. And I'm just seeing Huberto is on. He's going in to the pits, most likely. Yes, he is. Oh, and the interesting thing about the pit entry is it's very, very short. Very short. So if you've got to slow down really early, and if you don't slow down enough, that is where you can get a penalty. And all tiers are running on strict this week. So interesting there. So Jack Hawkeye, he's currently in 13th at the moment. I do believe he's going to go into the pit lane, unless he goes faster in sector 2. I'm just going to double check to see if his lap time. And we shall see what goes on. Now, get your predictions in. I'm rubbish at predictions. That's why I don't post tweets. The guy I raced with in ILR8, he does race predictions, but I don't want to do that for ILR5 because I would absolutely, jinx it, honestly. But hey ho. Jack crossed the line. He goes to 9th place. So there we go. 9th place for Jack Hawkeye, and Aero Specialist is in the pit lane. Ron Line is on his outlap. Literally everyone is either on their outlaps or going into the pits right now. And they've got 6 minutes to do it. And I do see conditions improving a little bit, but I haven't heard anything about it being a wet to dry quali. So, yeah. But anyway, Khalifa is in P3 right now on the Inters, obviously, and let me get. I'm interested to see. I think the top 10 could try 2-stop, but there might be a few mixtures on the mediums in there as well. But there we go. So I'm just going to see who I can follow for a lap actually again. But it's literally impossible. Interestingly, people can go out for as long as they can on those Inters. So if we see people go out for 3 laps, then they're just waiting for the conditions to get better, really. It is getting better. So I think the longer that they stay out, the better, really. So as Milos is going towards the penultimate few corners to set his lap as well. And is he going to improve on it? It is looking much faster, actually, than his previous best. He's taken a very good line, and 1:18.7. He improves by 5 tenths in that last sector. And he just take a massive corner gut there. But I'm guessing he wants to. I guess he wants to go back. I guess he wants to go back in the pits quickly, which is fair enough. Like, if I was in that situation in the wet, I would definitely do that. Sumi is P14 at the moment. 1:20.0. Now let me just look at the gaps. The gap between first and 10th is 9 tenths, so pretty quick at the moment. But we'll see anyway. Yep, like I said earlier, this corner is very tricky because you have to. I noticed. You have to take so much commitment, and when I drive around this track, when I approach the corner just gone, I always brake too hard for that corner, and sometimes I look up a bit, and I wonder if some of these drivers might experience the same thing. We shall see. As Swimmy comes across the line, he comes across the line in 10th, so that is 9 tenths behind NWBB, who's now fastest with a 1:18.5. So, yeah, looks like the conditions are going to stay the same, I think. So, looks like no change there. But battle for the top is going to be interesting between Dan and NWBB. A few people in this tier like Canada. A few people in this tier do not like Canada. For me, it's hit and miss. So there's some races where it goes really well, some races where it goes meh, and there's some races where it goes, oh, I don't want to race this track anymore. It's just, as a driver, it's one of those tracks where it's hit or miss. You either get a good day or a bad day, and it's down to how you manage it, really. But for some people, they like it. As Dan had a yellow flag come across him, so he is going to go and set his final lap soon as well. Actually, no, he's probably going to set another in lap as well. Hopefully, someone in the pits is all right. Callboy's on a lap as well. No, he's not. He's on 0 ERS, but you never know. He could be faster. Nope, he's not faster that lap. What a surprise. And Cam K is in 8th place. Now, I know in other leagues, Cam K is brilliant in the wet. And, oh my God, I timed that quite well because Cam K moves up to P2. Because there was one league I was watching last week where he started in 12th in Belgium and then went on to win the race, which was pretty decent, really. But I think he was hoping for wet in the race, but unfortunately it's not going to be wet in the race. So, but he's going to be on a good position anyway because he gets free choice of tyres. So he can push as much as he wants and can go out for as long as he wants. So he's the one we could watch out for in the race. Hopefully he could maintain the position. As Dan, he was about 47 thousandths of a second slower, as Casper has retired from the session. Not quite sure what happened there, as I think that might have been invalidated lap from Dan, but I'm not sure because he cut the corner just a little bit there, but we don't know. As Kylo Man guides it into the pits, he's not going to set another lap. Jay Carty, he doesn't improve, but he has a chance to go for one more lap. Miles going through set to 1. S-Boy set to 2. Roberto's going through set to 3 now, so I'm going to follow him. This is his last chance because the checkered. Oh no, that's his chance gone. That's his chance gone. He's hit the wall, and he's going to dive into the pits now. What a shame from Huberto Mancini. It looks like to be a good lap. Cowboy cannot improve. He stays P5. And I don't think Dan's improving either. He didn't improve either on set 2. So unless he can make a miracle, he's probably hoping to get a little bit of a toe. That's probably not going to work out. IXC Fun, he crossed the line. He's probably going to join the ILR car park. As a 120.0 puts him in P17. Aero Specialist, he could not improve. Neither could Casper or Pete. I believe Pete might, I won't be surprised if any of those two got quali bans. But I don't know. Or they might have wanted to play it safe and start from the back to avoid any trouble, any carnage, which is, I think, the best situation. As S-Boy as AI has taken an interesting turn there. JKT, nope, he's not improving, as he's run out of fuel as well, and he's run out of ERS too, so that probably didn't help him. He might have lost a bit of time there, as we'll get the final classification results of qualifying. I'll need to retweet the ILR tweet as well. So, Abassi takes pole position, 2 tenths behind, ahead of NWBB. So, Abassi, great job from him. Cam K, 3rd place. S-Boy, 4th. We got Dan in 5th. We got Cowboy 6th. Khalifa, 7th. Coleman, 8th place. Ron Line, 9th. And Jay Carty rounds up your top 10. And then we got Jack, Milos, Vitino, or how we say his name, Vitin, I don't know. Roberto's for me, Pinsky, IXC Fan, Casper, Pete, and Aero Specialist. And so that is your results for qualifying. And Cam in the ILR5 Twitter chat is completely happy about that. I would be happy in that situation. So well done, Cam. Don't bottle it in the race, please. Please don't, if you're watching this back. Well, I don't know. If I jinxed you, then I do apologise. But, yeah. So, due to the fact that it's very, very crucial to get corners right, we may see a lot more penalties in any race so far, because the corners are very tricky. Probably not more than Monaco, but definitely more than some other tracks, I think. So I'll keep an eye out, because penalties can be the difference between winning and losing the race. And someone just said that this league is competitive. Yes, it is. It's pretty good. And so we are about to get started. Please have game sound. I was worried it didn't have game sound there for a minute there, but luckily it is okay. So, tyres. Ooh, quite a mixed bag today. So we've got Abassi on the mediums, as well as Cam K, S-Boy, Colo Man, Jack, Roberto, Swimmy, Pinsky, Casper, Pete, and Specialist, all on the mediums. Everyone else, which is NWBB, Dan, Cowboy, Khalifa, Ronline, Jay Carty, Milos, and Vitino, they're on the softs as well as ILRGT Fun. So the ones on the softs, they're probably going to do a 2-stop. They're either going to do soft, medium, or soft, medium, hard. Some people say they could do soft to hard, but I've never tried that, and I never want to, because the hards, I can almost guarantee you, the pace I went, if I went on the hards earlier on, if I did soft to hard, I would have had a puncher. So, and I would have struggled towards the end. So, if one tried to do a soft to hard strategy, then GG. But I don't know. But mostly the soft runners will either do soft, medium, or soft, hard, medium, hard. And the medium runners will obviously do it easy. They'll do mediums to hard. Or they might try and do the 2-stop and do medium, soft maybe. And see if they can get to the end and try and set fastest lap. I think that's what Aero Specialist might do, you know. Aero Specialist might go on the softs to the end. So might do medium, softs. I think that's what you could probably do. As keep an eye out for the Wall of Champions tonight. We do have a couple of champions, ILR champions in the lobby tonight. We've got Khalifa and we have got Dan. So those two especially have got to avoid that for sure. But yeah, we are about to get ready for 35 laps of action. The 5 red lights are about to come on your screen when they do eventually come on. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And we are underway here in Canada. Looks like it's a very decent start from Abassi. Just about to head into turn 1. Kamke almost dropping around the field there as well. But we do see, oh God, there's contact at the back between, I think, Vitino and Swimmy at the back as well. So they have a few troubling starts. But apart from that, everyone else seems to go away scot-free. Peter's made a decent amount of positions as well. So that is good to see. NWBB is on the charge. I think they're dropping away from Kamke behind. Espoy's right on the back. Espoy got a brilliant start. But Dan is going to try and get past the outside of it. ILRGT Fun has left the session. So hopefully he can join back soon. But anyway, Dan is just a brilliant move from ILRT Dan. As he's now up into 4th place. Is now going to challenge Kamke and do a similar move. NWBB all trying, almost going around the inside of Abassi there. Into turn 10. But he decided to stick it out. Actually, no, it was turn 11, my bad. Now they're going through turn 12, approaching turn 13. Can NWBB make the move on Abassi? Yes, he can. He gets the job done as well. And, oh, Coreboy. And, oh, we've got quite a few people in the pits. S-Boy, Coreboy, I think they've had a lot of issues. And Milos is having a move into turn 1 as well. Yes, he gets it. Milos up into 10. Pinsky as well. He's going to try and defend off Jay Carty. Almost being pushed off the circuit there. Pete is going to try and take advantage of that as well. So he might just stick behind them and decide to say, you know what, you two battle it out. I can gain positions. And we've got our first time penalty of the session. Jack Hawkey, he's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But I think it was probably the last couple of corners where he cut the corner there, which that's what I did earlier on in my ILR8 race, which almost cost me a chance at my first point. But there we go. Oh my God, he's going to go 3 wide here. As Casper's going to try and make the mark off. He's going to be 3 wide. Vintino managing to try and capitalise from his mistake from earlier. He's still doing quite well, to be fair, as we've got him out the back of Pete at the moment. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Oh no, it's one line. One line is out the race, sadly. But let's go on board with Pete as Pete stays in P12. But we got Casper and Vinton fighting on the line into turn 1. Casper tries. Oh, as Casper goes a bit wide there, but getting the better exit is helped him quite a bit there. So Casper up into P14. Having a terrible qualifying, but he's able. Oh, he's hit the wall. He lost a bit of his front wing there, so he will have to pit once. Oh, and he spun as well. Not quite sure what happened there, but Casper, he was starting off well, having a good comeback. And he's gone move out the way of his teammate, which he has. And he's moved out the way of S-Boy too. So yeah, that was a big jinx there. I said they were going to do well, but they didn't. But anyway, go on board with Cam K and Khalifa. Khalifa gets around the inside. Khalifa up into a P4. A great start from him. And I do see a bit of debris from one of the McLarens, I think. Not sure. But anyway, Casper's been disqualified. Oh, that is interesting. Maybe because he was facing the wrong way. I don't know. But I didn't see that. Okay, that was weird. Very, very weird. Who knows, we might see him as we go past these lot, but probably not. The two McLaren boys are fighting it out for position 2. So position 6, I mean not 2, what am I talking about? Position as well. Dan is about 9/10 behind Abassi. Don't forget Dan is on fresher tyres, but you'll have to stop long for more than Abassi. So Abassi might have the strategic advantage there. As Kona Man has got a better straight line speed there in that corner there. Well, it is much cloudier than some of the other races earlier on. So they are going to find it hard for the tyres to go up to temperature a little bit. They're just going to hope that they warm up a little bit as well. Kona Man is also on the back of this as well. Huberto and Milos as well having a little bit of a fight with Jay Carter. This midfield battle is really getting tense around here. This Canadian Grand Prix in ILR5 is getting very, very exciting as Milos is still on the edge going through to turn 1 now. So, speaking of the first Grand Prix, the Canadian Grand Prix, it hosted permanent home for a number of years in the 60s and 70s. And then it had a break for a little bit, and then it came back. So, it'll be a bit of a history for these guys to win a race around here, because we haven't raced, obviously. We haven't raced in Canada last season, I don't think. As Jay Carty goes around. No, doesn't quite do it this occasion. And Cam K, oh no! Cam K, I think he's lost a bit of his front wing. Yes, he has. I think he's lost his left front wing there. He has to dive into a pit. And what a good start from Cam K as well. But unfortunately, he has dropped it all the way down into 11th place. He's going to have Pete all over the back of him as well. Pete really wants to get a good result today. He could gain another position here, and he does by default because of, as Pete gets in time penalty. We're starting to see time penalties go thick and fast here. Now, Supercharger Wall, because I completely forgot to do it. Supercharger Wall goes to Aero Specialist, up 8 positions. So he started, I think he started last, and he's in 12th. So good start. I think on this circuit, it will benefit you more by starting last, really. And I think that's what's helped quite a lot here. So, massive well done to Aero Specialist. Hopefully he can keep this up and get some more points for the Williams team. Don't forget, he has scored points. It took longer last season for him to score his first ever point, but it took him less time this season, and he's hoping to score more to add to his tally. Now, Abassi's got DRS on Dan, but I think he's going to run out. Yes, I think he's not going to get past on this occasion. Khalifa out of DRS range, so I think Abassi's going to try and break the toe from Khalifa then. So Khalifa 4th place, pretty good start from Khalifa. Abassi dropped down 2 positions because obviously Abassi started pole. Dan doing well, but enter BBB. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? I think I pressed on view profile by accident. But anyway, in WBB, he is on a charge. I could say, oh, he's hit the wall again. I think he's hit the wall just slightly. Hopefully that's not any damage at all. And if there was any damage, then it would have been probably minor damage, I think. But anyway, he's 6/10 down on that second sector. But that probably won't matter anyway, as we've got a Mercedes that was right in front of NWBB, or I might be wrong, I'm not sure, but it might be getting lapped already by a Cool Boy, but don't know. So we shall see. Lap 7 of 35, so in the next few laps we'll start to see the soft runners pit for their first stop of the session. So who will blink first out of Dan and NWBB? Abassi will have advantage on those medium tyres and able to stretch the stint as well. Maybe this can help him in the long run, as he's suffering a little bit of lag issues, but it might be me. But again, not sure about that one. But Khalifa still in 4th place. Is there any other battles? We've got Vittinot in the pits. I think he must have had some front wing damage as well. So there he goes. Whoa, that was close between the Haas as well. So they might have a cheeky battle as well. So he could. So I think this is his 2nd stop. Let me just check how many stops he's made. No, he's only made 1 stop. I thought. I swear we only did 2 stops, but yeah, that is very strange. I thought he did 2 stops, but there we go. I was wrong. Probably you guys are right, but hey ho. He's gained about a couple of seconds per lap, that one. So he is going to try and find a time. He's going to go past turn 10 now. He's going to tuck it in around the racing line as Swimmy goes to the outside line. And there we go, Vittinot up into 16th. But look at this. We've got some changes. Pete up into 9th. Corboy is lost position to Coleman. Coleman taking a very brilliant move. And he's just set the fastest lap of the race so far. So there we go. He is on a charge right here. So Corboy wants to go back from his as all we go is Pete was going for a very ambitious move there in turn 10 and 11, but decides to back out of it. But that would have been a very good move, as Pete's going to get DRS. He's going to take a very interesting line here. Is he going to take the inside line going towards the final corners? Yes, he does. Pete is up into 8th place. Oh, Jay Carty's in the pits, and so is his teammate. So Khalifa goes on to the mediums. So, yep, he's doing a 2-stop. How about Jay Carty? Is he going on the mediums? Yep, he's doing a 2-stop as well. And Milos, I'm just seeing what tyres he goes. Yep, mediums. Yep, it's going to be 2 stoppers for these soft runners, I think. But I'll be wondering if they'll be going onto the mediums or onto the hard compound of tyres to start their final stint. But you never know. It would be advisable if you want to make it to the end, and if you're not a good tyre saver, to go on the hards. But since I was a good tyre saver in that race, I was able to go on the mediums. It is hard to judge, but you know the car more than anything else as a racer, so you just got to do well. But anyway, Abassi, he is right on the back of Dan now. Abassi's going to take advantage of slipstream and DRS, sorry. Dan is going to try and break the toe, which he is trying to with all of his might around here. And looks like Abassi is doing all he can. He's doing all of his might. He's trying to use every bit of the track and try not to cut the corners. And speaking of cutting corners, Coleman has just got a 3-second time penalty. And it is getting brighter, so we might see a bit more fastest laps, and we might see the track will get a little bit more difficult. So Dan, I'm just going to see if NWBB is going to pit soon, but let's just concentrate on this battle for now. As S-Boy's got a penalty. Surprised he's still going, but he's not giving up. He's P13 at the moment, so he's doing a not too bad of a job. As I think both of them are going to the pits actually. No, Abbasi stays out. I was going to wonder if Abbasi was going to go into the pits there. I thought that would have been too early, but obviously he had a moment there, but luckily Abbasi stays out. NWBB goes in, and Dan, NWBB stays in front. Dan goes to the pit, so Dan is going to hope that the undercut would work well for him in the Red Bull as he's trying to go ahead of some traffic, which he does, of Aero Specialist. So JKT getting a 3-second time penalty, and so did Aero Specialist as well. So a lot of dropped position. Now I don't think IXC Fun made it to the start of the race. So no, he hasn't. So we got 3 retirements. So unfortunately, we're not going to see IXC Fun's first point. So that's a shame. But I'm sure there was a chance where he could get a point. Potentially, I think in possibly he could get it in France. You never know. We haven't seen what he's like in France though. Because NWBB goes into the pits. Let's go on board with Dan. Has the undercut worked for Dan, or has the overcut worked for NWBB? We shall see. NWBB just comes out of the pit. Dan's going to come out. It's going to be close. But I think NWBB is ahead by quite some margin, actually. Yeah, it is quite a bit, like 5 or 6 seconds. So I think Dan getting held up in traffic definitely didn't help there. And Dan on the hard tyres as well. So he's committed to that one stop. Now that is a gamble. I was watching another league on Tuesday. It wasn't ILR, it was something different, but I'm not going to promote it. Someone did try a soft to hard strategy, but it didn't work in their favour. So it's going to be a gamble, but maybe if he has a bit of clean air in front of him, he could do some tyre saving. But we'll see anyway. We shall see. As for some reason I lost connection to the stream there. But I think we're back. So we've got yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that? S-Boys DNF. So that's unfortunate. Just seeing. I think that might have been from earlier on as well. Is the stream definitely on? I think it is. Let me check. I think it is. If it isn't, I'm going to be very annoyed. It would help if I get the right stream as well. But anyway, this race has gone so quickly, but due to the fact that these laps are so short, it is probably about similar length to Monaco, but obviously Monaco laps are very much longer due to the fact that it is a shorter distance, and Stepha's luck has just gone, and Swimmy is out as well. That is a shame. So Abbasi still leads then from Jap. So Renault 1-2 at the moment, but don't forget the top 4 still yet to pit. So I don't know how long these mediums go on for one-stop strategy, but probably I think lap 20 is when they all start pitting for the hard tyres. As NWBB is going to try and go have a look past Pinsky. Pinsky, I think, could have held up his teammate there, but decided not to. Well, he could have held up NWBB, to help his teammate, I'm not getting my words tonight, am I? As Pete has just got another 3-second time penalty. As NWB is getting past more traffic, so he'll probably get into the lead at some point because he's going to be on fresh and mediums, which he is. So hopefully he's going to stretch the gap a little bit, which will hopefully help him in the pit stops. And a little bit of a slide from Abbasi there, going into turn 10 and 11. Now, I think we got a battle for 9th between Jack Hawkeye and Cowboy. I think I called him Jack Hawkeye again, which I wasn't meant to do. And no, I shouldn't have done that. But hey ho, as we have got Jack Hawkeye, then he's going to get DRS, but he just doesn't have the pace and the straight line speed to close up to Cowboy, but he could get him on this DRS straight. He does it very quickly, actually, as Pete is pitted, Pinsky is pitted. The first lot of the medium runners to pit onto the hard tyres, which will make it till the end of this race. So this is what these guys have been hoping for. And Jack is pushing. He is around about 5/10 behind Cowboy. But if he pushes too much, it's not going to help the rest of his race, because otherwise the hard tyres are going to die towards the end. But we've seen surprises in ILR. We've seen a few people get it wrong. But, you know. And we've seen a few people that I thought were going to get it wrong, get it right. Which just happened to me in a few other occasions in ILR when I was commentating on someone. So here we go. This is going to be Jack's opportunity to try and get the run in. Oh, he's going to try and get the run in off Cowboy. Cowboy tries to defend, but doesn't quite work as Jack is up into 7th. Cowboy, is he going to get his final chance up into this DRS straight? No, he can't. I think he wants to stay out of it for the moment because he doesn't want to cause any other collisions. As Bittin has got his 3-second time penalty. So we do see some blue flags already. So we are seeing quite a few blue flags. But what can you do? As I think a lot of people have been asked to be out of the way as well. I wonder how many people will get a lap down. Let me just check. Actually, not a lot. Not a lot. As Milos. Oh, Milos lost it in turn 6, I think. So that puts him behind his teammate. Not quite sure what he did to cause that. But that means now Pete is up into P10. So Pete is giving it everything he's got. So is Camco as well. He's trying to see if he can salvage some points. It is possible. It is possible. He's been on those hards for quite a bit, which he can stretch to around about lap 26 and 7, and then he can go onto the softs and pit with the fastest lap. Again, that's what I would do in that situation. So lap 18 of 35. Khalifa up into 2nd place. And the undercut for Dan did not work at all. He's already 12 seconds behind his rival NWBB. Khalifa is 6.3 seconds. So NWBB is going to have an advantage in the pit stops. But we'll have to wait and see if Dan can really start to save. If he wants to win this race, he's got to save a little bit. So then he can start pushing towards the end where the medium tyres start to die on the 2nd stop. So that is what Dan has really got to focus on. Now, Cowboy is now challenging the other Alfa Romeo of Huberto Mancini then into turn 1. Nope, not at the moment. So he's got a lot of opportunities. So I'm seeing lots of blue flags everywhere, but they're not getting lapped, which is very confusing as Fittinol has left the session. Unfortunately, I could not invite him back, so no, I can't really. But his AI has decided, to pit. So, yeah, his AI has decided, oh, I'm going to pit now. But okay, fair enough. So, as Cowboy is doing all he can as he's stretching those medium tyres for quite a long time now, which he's hoping to gain some speed. Could he do mediums to softs? Surely he cannot. Softs certainly last 8 laps on this circuit, and he's not pitting. Well, he did pit earlier on, might I add. I forgot what lap he pitted actually. Lap 2. Yeah, he did have damage. Yeah, he did have damage earlier on. I think he pitted at the end of lap 1, if I'm not mistaken. And I think we're starting to get a bit of a lull moment because there's not many battles happening on the circuit. And I think the only battle we're seeing is between the battle for 12th, which is Cam and Milos. So, Milos, however you say his name. I think I'll get all these names right on the final race in Brazil. That is, that's probably going to be the case. Which is, you know, it happens. That happens in pretty much every series I commentate on. But we shall see. As we've already raced, after this race, we would have raced 7 rounds of ILR action in this tier, which is quite crazy to think that 7 weeks have gone so quickly. It's been great to watch these guys do what they do best, which is racing. And Cowboy is going to the pits, and he's on to another set of mediums then. So I was expecting I was going to pit roughly about that time, but because he pushed the mediums for quite a bit on his first stint, so it's going to help. Oh, someone from ILR7 did hards to softs. Interesting. How is that possible? How is it possible doing hards to softs like that? Oh my god. But that's not going to happen here, because the guy that's just pitted, that was on the hards for quite a bit, for the whole race, he's already pitted already. So, oh my god. How? I'm just tempted to do like a Grand Prix race again and try the hard to soft strategy and see if I can actually make it, because chances are, with my pace, there's no way I would either do soft to hard or hard to soft. I would just struggle until my tyres explode. I'll just get a puncture at the end on the soft tyres. But, you know. But some people like to take risks, and I'm quite surprised that a few people did that in ILR7, but there we go. I'm seeing some of them on Saturday, so I might ask them, hey, did you try that? Did it work out? But, yeah. Just saying, I'm meeting a few ILR people on Saturday, which I'm excited about. I'm not going to say where, but we are meeting for a bit of karting on Saturday, because we raced together last season, and we want to just have a bit of fun. So, very excited. It should be fun, and I can't wait. And there's a few people in this lobby that are coming along, so I get to see their beautiful face, and they get to see me as well. But I'll probably die. Well, as in not die, but I'll probably be losing positions. But anyway, Humberto gets past Cola Man, and Cola Man goes into the pit lane. So, and what? Wait, I'm getting a few shocks already. Cola Man's going off the soft. He's probably gonna do what? So let me just check Cola Man's strategy. So let me go to Cola Man. Cola Man is, where is he? Cola Man medium to medium. Is that allowed? Or medium? Oh, he's doing medium soft. What I thought it was gonna be. Oh, and Dan's doing soft and hard as well. But anyway, Peter's got a time penalty. Colours of God said, I think it was him that did soft and mediums in ILR7. How did you do, by the way? I would like your technique, because I did a two-stop, and my mediums doing two-stop almost died towards the end there. How on earth did a soft to medium strategy work? Oh my god. I think I'm just the only one that doesn't take as much risks. But anyway, lap 24 of 35. Khalifa will be pitting soon, as well as NWBB. And NWBB is about to lap his AI, well, his teammate of Victor Nahu, who unfortunately disconnected. And I don't think he's going to get any points due to the fact that nope, he's not going to get any points because obviously he has to complete at least 90% of the race, which he hasn't. And yep, he gets past him fine, no problems there. And yellow flag is set to 3. Oh, Camk's out. What's happened to Camk? Can I can't even get him. I can't even see. I'm just seeing if I could go on board with someone and see if I could get where the DNF is. It was definitely set to 3. I won't be surprised if it's around here. Oh, I just about saw his car. That's an awkward place to be in, I must say, but unfortunately his race is done. One of my ones to watch out the window. That's why I don't do predictions, you see. I don't do predictions because of that, because people bottle it. And I said to Cam, don't bottle it, and he did. Oh well. So anyway, Cola Man, here's his second chance on Callboy now, but this time he makes it work. Callboy gets a penalty, so that's going to help Cola Man, but I do believe they're on similar amounts of penalties. So, looks like it's going to be a battle for position. So, I think he's still going to have a go, but I'm not sure. So I think Callboy's dropped a little bit from Cola Man. So Khalifa into the pit lane for his final stop. He's on the soft, so he's doing soft, medium, soft. I've seen a lot of surprises this race, and way too many surprises to count. I think it just goes to show I am not the best at strategy around Canada, and I should have done more research before my race and this race. But there we go. And I wonder what it was like in the last game as well, because in the last game it was a one stop, but a lot of people are doing the two stop here. A lot of people are doing the two stop, which I think is more fun, really. But I don't know if it's faster. I don't know. Is it faster than soft medium? I don't know. It is hard to tell around Canada. But anyway, NWBB leads by 18 seconds, which is almost a pit stop. So he could go on to those soft tyres and get some good. And I think Dan's lost more time, so NWBB I think is definitely going to get there and stay in the lead. And I think he'll probably be in the lead of the championship, I think. Because let me just check the standings at the moment, actually. So NWB's third. He's 22 points behind Dan. So if he was to win, he would close the gap by quite a margin. So it will be close between these two as NWBB pits. He can read my mind. So there you go. He is going to most likely go on the soft tyres because he went on those mediums for so long. Yes, he is. He's going on the soft tyres for his final stint. So let's see where Dan comes out. It's going to be another close one, potentially. I think by 1 second, as you can see NWBB in the background. Oh no, Norberto's out of the race. Let's go ball with Pete. See if we can catch. Oh, that was our first incident of the Wall of Champions. And I saw the McLaren driver almost trying to avoid that. As I think an Aero Special tried to avoid that as well. I'm surprised it hasn't caused a safety car. But as we've known on this game, safety car are very, very rare, to be honest. Very rare on this game, which I think this is something they should fix for the next game, but they probably won't listen. But they should have more safety cars, because, well, when there's like an incident that blocks the track, because I think we only get safety cars if there's like debris. But I'm almost certain if we have simulation damage, if there was people in the way, that there will be a safety car. But I think it depends on how they coded the game as well. But we still got some cheeky little battles going on for the final points. Potentially, if penalties go their way. So Cowboy, Kolo Man and Pete going for position. And Colours of God got lucky with his soft to medium strategy. GG, man. GG. Good job. As Khalifa's got a time penalty. So that might have hindered him a little bit. That might help Abassi get a podium spot. And that might lose Khalifa's chance of getting a podium. But I will check penalties in a minute as well. As Kolo Man was almost trying to... Oh! Kolo Man! Oh, he almost did a Sebastian Vettel type X move. As he's trying to avoid what was happening. Cowboy's trying to get past Kolo Man. This is all heating up in the midfield, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboy is definitely going to have a back seat to this action. As we have got Cowboy... Kolo Man dives it in around the inside. Hopefully they won't hit each other. As I think Cowboy has ghosted a little bit there. So that's not going to help Pete whatsoever. As Pete still in ninth. So Pete's still going to get some decent amount of points. And Kolo Man getting a penalty again. So probably Cowboy shouldn't really fight for position as much because of that. If it was just two of them fighting. But because he has Pete behind him. This is why Cowboy really needs to push. I think Pete's dropped back from this battle then. But he might be saving a bit of his ERS. Yes, he was a little bit. As I still be a bit... I do see a bit of debris, but we'll see as Kolo Man has Cowboy pass him. Is Pete going to get past him? It's going to be ever so tight. He does. What a move from Pete. Pete is up into 8, but he gets a time penalty in the process. A lot of people can cut corners there. And I think they only get a few warnings before they can get a time penalty. The river just looks so glistening on this track. It just looks amazing. As Pete is going to see what he can do. I think that's the most intriguing battle is for the final few points. I think the final point will probably go to Aero Specialist. As Khalifa gets another 3-second time penalty. But look at how Coleman is close to Pete on that lap. He's going to get DRS for sure. Will it work? Will he make it stick? No, not quite. He knows also that Pete has a time penalty as well, because probably that is a sign where he may start to push as well. He's on the charge still for the last few laps, and Coleman is 53 thousandths. Oh, this is a very aggressive move. He took advantage there. Would he be asked to let Pete through? He's got to, because he cut the corner a little bit there. He might have costed their time. Oh, Pete spun. I think he had a bit of contact with Coleman there. As they still go side by side, and Pete is up into 8th. This is getting very tense. My heart is going I might get it, you know. But anyway, final few laps to go. NWBB leads Khalifa by 5 seconds, but I'm sure, and I'm just going to see how many penalties NWBB has. Oh, NWBB has 1 penalty. Khalifa, I know, has about 2 or 3. Yeah, he has 2. And he's on his 2nd warning. So if he gets 1 more warning, he'll get another penalty. As Aero Specialist gets another 3-second time penalty. So, penultimate lap, I think the only change of position we could get is between these two, unless the penalties could change anything. As Pinsky has got a penalty as well. As let's see what Coleman could do here. Can he challenge Pete for the position? He's got to think in a mindset. Should I take risks on the final lap, or should I keep that position knowing that Pete might have more penalties than me? That's probably what he's thinking in his head. But it is doable for Coleman to possibly get ahead. And Pete's also going to get a tow from Corboy as well. So Pete could get a P7 here. But again, Pete doesn't know what penalties Corboy has got. So on the final lap now, it's been a great race to watch so far. So many intense battles from all these drivers. They just get better and better every week. It's just great to watch these guys. And who knows, we may see a lot of improvement in the next couple of races. Next week we're in France, I believe. And not many places to overtake at in France. But hopefully the drivers will make it interesting. As NWBB, where is he now? NWBB is around sector 2. He's going to go towards turn 10 and 11 now. He has controlled this race, took the lead, and he stayed there and managing to do the 2-stop strategy to perfection. He did brilliantly, and that has helped him so well today, and that is going to really help him in the championship. NWBB wins the Canadian Grand Prix for ILR5, well deserved, and Khalifa comes across the line. P2, but will it stay P2? We'll see. It depends on penalties. Dan comes across the line. Will he get P2 instead of Khalifa? No, so Khalifa gets his best result of the season in a P2. What a result from him. Bassi, P4. Jack, P5. Pinsky, his best result of the season, I believe, in P6. So well done to him. Corboy comes across the line in 7th. Coleman beats Pete on penalties, even though Pete come across the line ahead of him. And Aero Specialist comes across the line in P10. And he gets the final point. Because Milos is around about 11 seconds down the road. And he's going to be the last person to cross the line. Quite a lot of retirements this race. Which is what I was surprised about. But, you know, I think we have more retirements here than in Monaco. Which is, you know. So anyway. NWBB is on a roll here. Dan getting a podium. He's going to help him make sure he still leads the championship. But Khalifa, he was 15th. And I do believe he's going to get 18 points. So that's probably going to push him. He's going to push him into the top 10 of the championship, which will be pretty decent from the Ferrari drivers. So he's going to have a massive jump in the championship. So here are your results then for ILR5 Canadian Grand Prix. NWBB takes the win. Khalifa 2nd, Dan 3rd, Bassi 4th, Jack Hawkeye 5th, Pinsky 6th, Corboy 7th, Coleman 8th, Pete 9th, Milos 10th, Specialist 11th, and your non-finishers are Bintin, Roberto, Cam K, Jay Carty, Swimmy, S-Boy, Ronline, and Casper. And IXC Fun as well, who did not start. That has been ILR5 for this evening. We hope you enjoyed it. Next week we will go to Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. Who is going to lead the championship then? Who's going to do well in France? We'll have to wait and see. I've enjoyed that race. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. If you want to see more ILR action in Canada, make sure you join us for ILR Xbox on tomorrow at 7:30. So ILR 1 and 2 will be on Twitch. ILR 3, I'll be commentating that and it will be on YouTube. ILRs 4 and 5 will be on Twitch. So more information will be on Twitter. So ILR's Twitter, so make sure you check that out. Then we've got ILRs 1, 2 and 3 PS4 on Sunday. So that's been it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm Just Games 95. Have a good evening and we will see you same time next week at 8 o'clock for more ILR 3 action. No, ILR 5 action, sorry. Good night.